Good morning, everyone! Today is another busy day. Are you ready to get assigned to your new missions? Because I sure am. Da 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 da. Da 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 da.
Pat is unusually in good mood today. I wonder why. You don't know. Hyper sent it to him on a mission, and he finally gets recognized by Mary. We should recognize me too. By the way, I haven't seen Tok Tok yet. She didn't return back to camp. She has a home at Saka, just like me and Sandy. And she was supposed to be on a mission too. I forgot to ask Hoopa about the details. Ah, there she is.
Good morning, Nappy and Stink. Are you ready for today?
I'm ready for anything. Me too.
That's great. Listen, Nappy, Mary is doing a great favor for you and Skorupi. I have invited the homeroom teacher into our camp. You said that you've never been at school, right?
Well, yeah, it's true, but do we really need to?
See, after seeing our diplomas, Mary decided that you too need some as well. Oh, hey, Fidget.
Yes, Tok Tok. What is it?
You and Nappy are about to attend school lessons starting from today. Mary said that this is a new requirement for you if you want to keep working with us. Who needs school? Does it teach how to run even faster? Well, you can only find that kind of answer by actually studying. Mr. Simisear, come over here.
Ah! Where did he suddenly run off?
So, this is your base?
Hey, who's this dude?
Dude?
Fidget, Nappy, this is Simisear. He'll be your school teacher for the next few weeks. Mary will explain everything during the briefing.
This is a nightmare! Why is teacher suddenly here? What will happen once Mary learns about my fake diploma? I shouldn't have trusted Hoopa with this. I should have told her the truth. Oh no, what should I do? What should I do? What should I do?
I have an announcement for some of you. Early on, Sancho and Skorupi showed me a diploma for finishing their school. After that, I have decided to check the educational background of other members and learned that among us, only Lullaby and Skorupi didn't have their education certificate yet. In order to fix that issue, which would be troublesome for our reputation, I have invited a school teacher to our base. Please meet Simisear.
Greetings. So you the Oasis Surveyors? I thought that your group would be bigger.
We're planning to expand in the future.
Teacher, great to see you again. Same for you, Sancho. I've heard the rumors about you. You're doing a great job this far.
Back to our business, please. We have two Pokemon who are in need in education. They are Lullaby and Skorupi. During their studies, they will be suspended for their usual duties, and I would like for Heliolisk to replace them.
Roger that, ma'am. Just one moment. You sure that those two are the only ones in need of education? Because there is another Pokemon who is also in dire need to finish the school.
And who that Pokemon is?
Hey, is that you? There is a school teacher in our camp. Please teach me too. Oh, not this guy again. And who would you be?
Princess King, our water quality jigger. Please don't pay any mind to Magikarp. He's not even our official member.
Well, it doesn't matter to me if he's one of your members or not. All I see is a Pokemon who's eager to learn more about the surrounding world.
If you're really willing to take your trouble with this fish...
I promise I'll study real hard. Especially that is one of the requirements in order to be part of your team.
Fine, have it your way. So here are your 3 students. Vullaby, Skorupi, and Magikarp.
4, if I may correct you.
4? What do you mean? Who is the 4th one?
That would be Skorupi, of course.
Me? You're not making any mistake by chance?
I think that you're mistaken here, Mr. Simisear. Skorupi has already finished the school. He showed me his diploma too.
Excuse me, what are you talking about? I don't remember awarding Skorupi any kind of diploma.
What do you mean by that? Now hold on, Simisear. You don't mind if I call you like that? You did give him that diploma. You must have forgotten. Please, remember carefully.
Well, all I remember is that Pokemon skipped his lessons quite often. And he was a well-known bully and prankster.
That might be true, but I have changed it. Please believe me.
Hoopa, so what does he do with his diploma? Well, you see, Mary, the briefing is over. Hyper, please be kind enough to explain mission details to Sentry and Heliolisk. Hoopa, Skorupi, come to my tent right now. Let me get that straight. You took Sentry's diploma in order to forge a new one for Skorupi. That is your excuse for your actions? Yes, it's true, I did that. But I was doing it for the sake of Sting, and not just my own. I did not want Sting to leave. Why you didn't bother to tell me the truth right from the start? I would have invited Simisear in either case, because he would be in the same position as Vullaby and Skorupi.
I really wanted to tell you the truth, ma'am. But Hoopa insisted that I should hide it from you.
What are you talking about? You are angry at me because I told her about Sandy's diploma.
But that was because I was jealous of Sandy first. I wish I could start everything on you in order to be just as successful as he is.
And that chance is now upon you. But this is your ultimate last chance, Skorupi. In order to stay here, you must finish your education with the same perfect grades as Sandy.
That's too much even for me.
This is the price that you must pay for your lies. Are you clear with that, Simisear?
Yes, no problem. I will do my best in order to keep track on his grades.
Looks like you got completely schooled, Sting. Got it! Schooled!
That's not even funny, Hope. You're supposed to be my friend.
Oh, and another important moment. Hoopa, I have a question for you. Have you ever finished at school before? What school? I'm a mythical Pokemon, Mary. Mythical! A legend like me doesn't need school at all. Please, never mind what he says just now, Mr. Simisear. He'll be attending your lessons as well.
Hey, what? You're not joking about that, Mary?
Have I ever been in a mood to make any jokes?
Just now.
Okay, I understand why Steve needs his school, but why me? Because you claim that you would be responsible for him as well.
Mary, please, anything but at school.
Anything but the prison, if I may correct you. Can't this also be one of your correctional routines?
Alright, you win, Mary.
And since you are a mythical Pokemon like you said, I'm expecting high expectations from you. I will accept only perfect grades in your diploma, no less.
Looks like you're the one getting schooled now, Hope.
And that makes 5 students in total. Enough for your class?
Well, I've never tried to provide an education to a mythical Pokemon, but I'll do my best to ensure they study properly.
And not slack enough. Your first lesson will start today. You have everything with you?
Yes.
Can't believe that school returned back to haunt me.
Don't worry, Stig. I'll be with you. Studying together should be more fun than doing it alone. Oh, and another thing I should warn you about. No cheating in classes.
Ow! We're up together again, Sandy. What is the mission that was assigned to us?
I'll explain. You watched the arena fights yesterday, right? That damn Doom Scale tore off Axel's tusk. He broke in tears thinking that it would never be regrown. But the thing is, there's actually a way for Fraxu to regrow this tusk.
And that way is?
Iron. I believe that you've heard about vitamins that boost your strength. Protein, calcium, zinc, carbons, and iron. Ingesting lots of irons makes your body talk. and we know a place where iron can be harvested and extracted into one of those vitamins. That place is Lairon Mine.
Lairon Mine, you say? Where have heard this name before?
It's an underground mine managed by Lairon. By coincidence, they also need some resources from that mine, so how is going with you?
My name is normal. Don't ever call me that sweet name made up by Hoopa.
Alright, we understand the details. Shall we go then?
Hold on, Sandy. Today you'll be coming with me. We have another important mission, to capture a wanted outlaw by the name of Dreadnought.
But Mary said that I would be going with Sandy.
Don't you remember what Mary said to us before? She doesn't care who goes with whom, as long as you finish the job properly. Toc toc, you shall go with them to Lairon Mine.
Are you sure about that?
I'm perfectly sure. Come on, Sandy, I need you as my backup.
I'm not going to be a cannonball this time. I still can't believe it. I saw him fighting on the hyper cannon, and up until that day, Hyper was doing the same with you?
Yeah, I know I've been in this team for a long time, but I still can't get myself used to Hyper.
I totally understand you. I ought you to do such a thing to a girl like you. Females should be taken good care of.
Thank you for your concern, Hello, but I'm much stronger than you think.
Good that Sandy is with him right now. If he's really a perfect location, then...
Sandy's not that talk yet. He'll be worn out in a day or two. I'll probably go with Hyper next time instead of him.
You don't have to. Even if he's your superior. Learn to stand your ground.
Hello, you're a new one, so you have yet to learn what kind of relationship we have between each other. Everything is so complicated, especially when Hoopa becomes involved.
If you have time to talk, can't we do it on the road? I'm waiting for us to leave.
Sorry, no. Hello, let's talk about stuff after we're done with our mission.
And remember that this is your first mission. We will be watching you.
Well, I couldn't ask for a better party. What are you waiting for? Well, now that our students are finally assembled, let's begin our first lesson. Today's lesson will be about elemental types. As you may know, each of us is aligned to a certain element, sometimes even two. Before I continue my explanation, let's test your prior knowledge. How many elements you know in total? Starting with you, Fidget. How many elemental types you can count?
Elements. Well, I know that my own element is fire. The other elements are earth, water, and electricity.
The four most well-known elements. Is that all? Do you know anything else?
I have two elements, flying and dark. Other than those four Fidget mentioned, there's also normal, rock, ground, steel, bug, and poison.
That's better, but you only listed the elements of your own team members. Should be there anything else?
Let me answer. The remaining elements are psychic, cost, fighting, dragon, and fairy. I got them all right, okay?
Yes, but you only listed 17 elements in total. You're still missing one more.
Let me guess. A curse type element?
What kind of element is that? I know the answer. The last element is ice. Correct.
Wow, how you could not figure that out?
Can't be helped, because there's no ice in the desert. You surprised us, big king.
I want to create more than any of you after all. And so we have 18 elements in total. Normal, fighting, flying, bug, poison, rock, ground, steel, psychic, host, fire, water, ice, electric, grass, dragon, dark, and fairy. Remember them well, for this knowledge will be incredibly helpful to you in the future.
We'll do our best, teacher!
And now that you're done with your introduction, here is my first assignment to you. Each of those elements have strengths and weaknesses against each other. First and foremost, you need to learn about strength and weakness of your own elements. Write in your assignments the elements that are strong and weak against your own elemental types, both in attacking and receiving terms.
That's a lot of work!
That's only part of the big picture. Once you learn your own strengths and weaknesses, you can study other elements in more details. At the end of this day, I will assign you a test where you need to answer correctly as many questions as possible.
I got it! Fidget! Running off again? Don't blame him. He's not the type to stand in one place.
I hate this! They were one of the reasons I dropped at the school!
Well, if you don't like them, you can always swap it again.
Not this time! I finally found a place where I can belong. Mary said that this is my final chance, and I'll do my best to finish with perfect grades.
Good for you.
You can start moving on your assignment.
There we are! The Lairon Mine! You've been here before, hello?
No, but I remember hearing the name of a place somewhere. Every month we come here to stock our iron supplies. The lion's share of it usually goes to Hoopa. You think he's also interested in iron to make himself talker?
Don't ask, hello. Just don't ask.
I don't see workers anywhere. Usually they always at the entrance to inspect us. You don't think that the mine has been abandoned?
What are you talking about?
Never mind, it's just my assumption. Maybe we'll deeper in the mines?
You got a point. Hello, you should stay outside and guard the entrance. We're better suited for this kind of work than you.
You sure about that? We just want to ensure that our harvesting process remain undisturbed. Okay, no problem. That's what I am required to do. We do our best to finish our job.
And we will.
Am I doing the right thing? What do you do in my place, sis?
So, what do you think of Hello?
I don't trust him as much as Andy. If he entered the school a few years ago, then why he had some trouble fighting a good job?
I wonder that too, but maybe it's because he wanted to live a carefree life.
You think so?
He can live in the desert by just feeding on the sunlight. I believe he had a lonely life out there.
Do you hear voices?
The Lairon workers, they're still inside. Let's talk to them.
Damn money.
I told you, but you don't have any money.
No money means no protection. That was the deal. If you can pay us with money, then pay us with iron.
Yeah, right. There's a lot of iron here. Go on, take it.
We're not talking about the iron ore. We're talking about the finished product, the iron vitamin. Gives to us as many as we can carry.
That's too much.
Maybe my fees would be much enough for you.
The sand license? What are you doing here?
The Oasis Surveyors, let me take them home. Hold on. Let me tell you something important. This Lairon Mine is our own property right now.
What?
Since when it became yours? We claimed this place several weeks ago. Now, we have a new protection.
Protection, you say? You're just a bunch of extorters.
Hey, you humps of iron bars. We have intruders in our mine. Show them the exit.
Why would we do that? You are our protection, so you should be the ones to fight them off.
Fight them off or else.
Your opponents are us.
Get your hands off of private property. Get yourself wrecked real hard. This is going to be the hardest test in my life.
Here's the thing. Studying hard or hardly studying?
What do you want now, Hoop? I'm busy.
There's an easy way for you. I know all the answers for a test. Would you like to see them?
No!
Hoop, you tried to help me once by forging that fake diploma. And we know where your help has led us to. And I'm not even sure that the answers you hold now are even correct. I'm trying to help you as a friend.
Said you're helping me in the wrong way. There's one way you can help me prepare for my test. Leave me alone.
Sting, I'm really sorry for dragging you into this.
My studies are my own. I acknowledge I had no motivations to study in the past, but now I have a reason to stay with you guys.
Okay, I got you. Then, maybe you can help me later?
Sorry, Hoob. This is your problem now. And if you're a mythical Pokemon, then you should not have any trouble finishing that test, right?
I'll try to ask Slappy.
Dark chance. Gotta focus on my own studies.
They aren't tough or nothing.
Let me take care of them. Oh, I remember you now. You're that Lapman hump that sent Lizzie flying. My name is Numel. Don't care. This is my vengeance for Lizzie. What?
Are you alright? Talk. Numel? I heard a commotion and decided to check on you.
You!
Heliolisk of Oasis Surveyors at your service. You can just call me Hello for short.
Hello? What a dumb nickname.
Talk. I remember that your ability is lighting out, right? I just gave you a power boost. Together, we'll drive our stalker off.
Now you can looking for a fight with us? Hold on, Scorchtail. It seems that things are no longer in our favor.
Who's not to say we have more reinforcements on their way? Let us make a deal. You clear us a way to leave and no one gets unharmed.
What are you saying, Golfist?
The situation has changed. Lizzie needs to know. So how about it?
As if we would allow you to walk away like that.
Now hold on, Mel. We already had enough troubles with them. They're willing to leave the mine on their own, so what reasons do we have to stop them?
They exit in that way! Get out!
Glad to encounter an argument. Let's go, Scotchtail.
But what about this mine?
We'll get ourselves another chance to reclaim it. Mind your own business until then. And you. When Doomscale returns back from his training, he will remember that.
We'll return one day. You better prepare your payment next time.
Thank you for driving those crooks off.
No problem, but they were higher than you for several weeks?
Last time we came here, the mine was working normally.
Yeah, until the sand lasers came here. The ones called Gorfist and Doomscale. We couldn't do anything against them, given outside witnesses, so we claimed this mine as if we were our own. Then we should claim this mine as our own. We can only station Hyper here.
Hello, you're misunderstanding things again. This mine belongs only to Lairon themselves and no one else. If we would do such a thing, that would make us no less different from sand lasers. Don't you remember the main reason why you came here?
Oh, to restock our supplies. No, wait, that's not it. The iron vitamin for fracture.
That's better. Our primary purpose to help our Pokemon in need. Don't ever forget that.
I understand.
Can we ask you for a request to refill our iron supplies?
Sure, you can take as much as you can carry. Consider it our gratitude for trying them all.
Numel, can you give us a moment? I would like to talk with Heliolisk one on one later, before we return.
No problem, but don't take it in your head. It's still too early to trust him.
I am Mary's aide, so please let me decide. Come this way, Hello. There are many things that we want to talk about.
Have you finished your preparations? It's time for your first test. About Chai's strength and weaknesses. You will be given a series of 20 questions, each of them having 4 answer variants.
And in order to prevent any possible cheating, the questions will be different for each Pokemon.
Different? But that's not what I expected.
We knew about your powers, Hoopa, so this test was made with that in mind. There won't be an easy way for you.
And that's all for info for the test. You have a time limit of 10 minutes. Do you have a question?
Yeah, I have one. Can I write the answers for my test while running around at the same time?
What?
Told you he's better standing in one place.
Can I have a waterproof paper? Those students are really something else, but I've seen more difficult ones. Rest assured, Mary, the test should proceed smoothly. And don't worry about failing. If you fail this test today, there will be always a chance to retake it at the final exam.
Final exam? That sounds even worse than the test that we're doing right now.
Make sure to give her more tests like this. I'm expecting good results from each of you. You understand?
Yes, ma'am! Great. You can start writing your test now.
Whee!
So, is there a song that you want to talk about?
Yeah. Early on when those two saw you, they acted as if they knew you. Add to that the fact that you knew the name of Lairon Mine and were doing contract sent lasers inside.
You sure it's not your superstition?
I remember Gorfist stood at a moment. He was clearly addressing his statement to you. And your way of thinking is very different from the rest of us.
Well, guess there is no longer any point of hiding secrets from you. I was once a member of Sand Lasers, and during that time I was known as Shock Thrill.
That's exactly what I wanted to hear from you. The truth. Can you tell me more about them? What compelled you to join them?
There was a certain girl that I fell in love with. She was called Lizzie. I believe Hoopa first gave her that name, right? In order to win her heart, I agreed to join her group. Unfortunately, I had to compete with her with other wizards. See, Lizzie is in charge for everything. Each night, she spends her private time with her favorite. I was able to become her favorite only once, but for me, that was the happiest night in my life. Unfortunately, ever since then, I was not able to reach her favorite status again. She would always prefer strong ones like Doomscale or Nocturne like Bloodleaf.
And you were tired of it and decided to leave.
No, at that time, I still believed I would get another chance to spend another night with Lizzie. But in my pursuit of love, I failed to notice the heinous acts that the St. Lizards continued to commit for her own sake. Everything we do is just to keep Lizzie satisfied. If she wants the jewels, we steal the jewels, and so on. I was only very scared at that time. I never had a real chance to take part in their raids. But one day, my eyes were finally opened. Let me tell you the true reason for leaving them. But in return, please don't tell others that I was one of the St. Lizards. Just not yet. Give me enough time to fit in.
Okay, you were honest with me enough. I promise that this talk will stay between us. Now tell me about your true reason for leaving them.
Thank you, Tok, for giving me a new chance for a new life. Now, about my true reason for leaving St. Lizards.
Have you finished your test? Let me see your results. First is lullaby.
Yes, ma'am.
You have answered 15 questions out of 20 correctly. That's not a great result, but for now it should be acceptable. Try harder next time.
Will do, ma'am.
Next up is Skorupi. It was ridiculous enough to see you running and writing the answers at the same time, but what was even more ridiculous? Your score. You scored 17 questions correctly. Cool! I beat Nappy. Have I managed to outperform anyone else? We'll find it out soon. You're free now. Great! Not turning around this time? I want to see other scores. So be it. Next up is Skorupi, and your test results. You have answered 18 questions correctly.
For real, I even got better score than featured. I was so afraid that I would fail.
Don't get it hard in your head. You must aim for perfection. Find the missing answers and correct them.
Will do, ma'am. I promise that I'll study hard like no one else.
Now for Magic Up. Let's see. No way. This can't be real. You must have cheated.
Huh? How would I cheat? I was inside this tank all this time. Have I done something wrong?
No, it's just... every answer written in your test was correct.
Floppity flop! I got the perfect score! Yes, yes, yes! I did!
Wow, who could believe it?
And that leaves only Hoopa. Let's see what they have. Are you messing with me again? Every answer that you've written turned out to be completely wrong! Oh, hold on, Mary. It's not like I made them wrong because I didn't know the answers. What do you mean? Just ask Simisear and look closely. Every answer that I wrote off, I thought it wouldn't be fun just to make all those answers correct, so I made them wrong on purpose, but in a different way. Just look closely. Every answer that I wrote is complete opposite of the correct one. That doesn't change the fact that they are all wrong.
I beg to differ. This Hoopa sure has an incredible talent.
Huh? What do you mean?
He has the rare ability to think outside the box. Yes, he made the answers wrong, but at the same time, he admitted that they were complete opposite of correct answers, which means he knew the correct answers from the beginning.
I don't see a point in doing that. Why would he put his grades at risk by doing this? Well, because Simisear said that the wish can always recheck the test during the final exam. So be it. I don't care how you fool around during normal tests, but on the final exam, you must score a perfect grade, nothing less. No thinking outside the box. I want to see only right answers during the exam. No problem, Mary. That's a promise. We're back! Huh? What is the meaning of this? Why Heliolisk is with you? I thought I told him to go with Sancho. Thing is, Hyper took Santi on his own mission. And since you know that you trust me more, I decided to go with Helo and Nuno inside this place.
We completed our mission with success, ma'am, and we brought the iron with us.
You forgot to tell them about the incident.
What incident?
Howdy, team. We're back. Mission complete.
Santi, Hyper, you made it. But what's wrong with you?
Let me guess. Hyper fired his cannon again? He did.
Why does everyone keep acting against common sense? Tok, I'm waiting for a detailed report on your mission later. So, how was your second time with Hyper, Santi?
Even though I told him that we can take this outlaw down without his hyper cannon, he still used it for no reason.
I always have a justified reason for my actions. Everything I do is to make you stronger.
Everything you do is making my head dizzy.
Sandy, you had enough of your share. Let me replace you on Hyper's next mission. You deserve your rest.
Thank you, Doc.
No, I should be the one thanking you for trying to cover me. But I'm all better now. And I managed to learn a lot more about Newcomer.
And? What did you learn?
That's not for you to know. Mind your business, Hyper.
Yeah, just leave her alone.
Don't go whole high and mighty just because you joined us recently. Know your place, rookie.
Now that was very rude.
Rejoice, Sandy. Today you have the rare opportunity to build my favorite drink, the iron. Drink it and make yourself even stronger. Normally, the iron is reserved for me and Doc.
I don't even need to ask for a reason.
Incidentally, Hyper told you that this vitamin is extracted from iron ore. But how exactly it is produced? Do you know?
Enlighten me.
The iron ore is a favorite snack of Lairon guys living in the mine. So, the thing is, the iron what you're drinking right now is nothing else other than their own urine.
Ew!
Oh, okay.
Huh? You're not surprised?
You must be pranking me again, Hoopa.
I swear, it's true. I oversaw the process once when I was in the mines. Let me explain the details.
Oh, please, spare us. You think I don't know how moo milk is produced? I did study in the school. Unlike you, Hoop, all school lessons have only just started.
Believe me, Sandy, I have more knowledge than your school could provide.
And half of it are just your own lies.
That might be true, but the other half that is the truth is still far greater than your common school knowledge.
Look who's talking! 0 points out of 20 on your first test!
I made 100 points out of 20. Simisear even praised me for thinking outside the box.
Just go back to your box and sleep inside already!
That's a bottle, not a box. His own personal prison.
You really had to remind me that?
Hey, where's Doc? We are supposed to share our victory drinks together.
Leave her alone. She's busy providing her report to Mary.
Since when you became part of this conversation, rookie? Know your place.
Fine. If you don't need me in your conversation, then I'll just go to sleep. It's not like you could accept me that easily compared to your good boy Sandy.
Hey, hello, wait! Hyper, why you had to jump him off like that?
Hyper doesn't like anything that's round and curly like Sandy or Doc.
Hey, watch your mouth, Pat, or you'll be my next cannonball.
I didn't say a word.
What? You encountered Sand Lasers again? Yeah, turned out that the Lairon Mine was under their control for some time. But thanks to Helo, we managed to drive them off. We're getting more insolent with each time. I won't tolerate it. Let's buy off that mine and place Hyper on guard. Mary, you know very well. That's not how we operate. But something needs to be done with Sand Lasers, and we still don't know where hideout is. You're right. If only we could pinpoint their location. So, how is our recent record? Has he performed well in his job? Huh? You mean Helo? I think he's doing a fine job. The only thing he needs right now is proper guidance and understanding of our motives. I see. Is there something else worth mentioning? No, that's all for today's report. I'm getting sleepy, Mary. Can I get some rest already? Sure. I had my own share of craziness too, you know? And we still have a busy tomorrow. Oh, right. Tomorrow is that day. Good night, Mary. Good night, Doc. I just not to tell her about Helo. But if we really need to find their hideout, then Heliolisk might know it could be located. Why are you even trying to protect him? No, I know his reason for leaving them. He still needs time to adapt. Sorry for hiding the truth from you, Mary, but one day you'll learn it and you'll understand. Everyone needs their chance to change for the better. You're back early. Where is the money?
We failed to bring the money, and it was all Gorfy's fault.
Hey, don't blame me so on me. Lizzie, just listen to me. We had another run at those blasted Oasis Surveyors.
And? Were you blasted off again?
Not this time. We managed to intimidate them into clearing this way for us. We got through this trouble in order to provide valuable information for you.
What information?
We are attacked by shock flu. It turned out that he sided with them.
Did you say shock for you?
We're going to decide what to do with him because he used to be one of us. So we came back for your counsel, Lizzie. What should we do with it, Turcotte?
Shock for you, that misguided fool. I should have given him more attention than usual. After all, he tried so hard to be one of my favorites.
Yeah, we remember that. He gave up on you and quit.
Then we should do our best to bring him back to our fold.
And how do you expect to bring him back? Without Doomscale, who's still secluding himself?
You can leave that kind of business to me.
Bloody, the last thing we need is your meddling.
I know the reason why Shockfield left. He confessed the reason to me shortly before leaving. But thanks to that, I have finally learned his weakness. What kind of weakness? You know, there is a certain girl out somewhere. Since you two failed at your mission, don't expect to recover your favorite status for Lizzie in the next few weeks. However, if it's just a girl that you want, I'll find her and bring to you.
What do you mean by that?
I'll launch an infiltration mission. Lizzie, promise to me that you'll make me my new favorite, and I shall bring Shockfield back. Do whatever you want. Return him to me. The sooner the better.